Hey, are you looking to promote your music? We just stumbled on what I think is a great idea. So stick through the whole video. I'll give you all the information that you need, as well as an example of what we did with Mike Nugent and the Blue Moon Band. What's better than that? Hi, I'm Steve Yusko from the Long Island Sound. Excuse my voice getting over a bad cold. Anyway, hey, we're all about promoting live music, supporting musicians out there. And a friend of ours, a professional vocalist musician, said, hey, why don't you have Mike do a tiny desk submission? And we're like, what do you mean? NPR has a contest. It's going on right now. By the way, it's going to be in the comments, the details. So tell me how you found me. We'd love for you to comment below. And then we're going to give you an example how we put one together and then show you the tiny desk submission. We'd love you to like it, submit it, not submit it, like it, share it. You know what I'm saying? And comment on the video in separately in that YouTube, in the YouTube channel, this channel. Anyway, so the idea is we set our expectations low. I'm not a professional videographer. We did bring a guy in who knew what he was doing. We used basic equipment. We used iPhones to record this thing. And by the way, the submission process is in the description below, so take a look at that. And what we did, and I got to throw kudos out to John from the Twisted Cow Distillery in East Northport on Long Island. He was so gracious to say, hey, you can use my distillery during the day, which we did, which is a great backdrop for the project. Okay, what do you need to do? One, you have to be an original artist with original music that's not been put out there yet, basically. Okay, that's one thing. It has to be less than 10 minutes, usually not a problem whatsoever. Third thing, you need to have a tiny desk or desk in the video somehow. Go check out the rules. There's more information on how to do it, but you got to submit it pretty soon, so you got to get rolling on this. So about 2 weeks ago, this idea came about, and we jumped on it pretty quick. We set our expectations low, thinking that, you know what, if nothing else, we'll get potentially our music or Mike's music out in front of some judges, and if we're lucky, get some national exposure. That's what it's all about, right? And then the benefits, if you win, are just amazing. You get to go down to Washington, D.C., and record a Tiny Desk concert. It's kind of like almost, I think Jimmy Fallon from The Tonight Show kind of stole that when he does his little Tiny Desk thing with the kids' toys. Now, it's usually pared down type of music, but not the case here. Let me tell you a little bit about Mike Nugent, because you need to know this. Mike has been around for a number of years, one of the most humble guys in the industry, well known on Long Island in New York City. He's one of those artists that, not big on social media yet, he'd rather show you what he does as opposed to tell you about what he does, which I think is very, very admirable to really put it out there. Hey, you know, Mike's my guitar teacher. I love Mike. Without Mike Nugent, there wouldn't be the Long Island Sound podcast. He opened so many doors for me, and I think it's because of his talent and his humility in the industry out here. Anyway, so we scrambled together. We used iPhones to record this thing. I have a sound was question. How do we record the sound? I have this little Sony MV1 I've had for a number of years. Great audio recording and great video. It's 1080. It's an older camera. Audio is great. We use the audio from that camera. Should we have had a sound engineer there? Yeah, probably. But you be the judge and comment. Tell me what you think about the video. Like it, dislike it, I don't care. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. Let me tell you a little about Mike Nugent. Mike Nugent started with the Sheiks. He was in the All-Star Space Band. And finally, Cadillac Moon. Quick Cadillac Moon story. when I was talking to Mike about his press kit, he said, "Oh yeah, my song Show Me Your Tattoo from Cadillac Moon is in the movie The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino." I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Of course, I go and Google it, and the guy's in the damn movie. It's a couple minutes, but they're in the movie. Man, if YouTube was around back then, it would have gone viral and really helped their career. But that's a time gone by. Show Me Your Tattoo. That'll be in the link here as well, so you can go check out that video. Long story short, the producer of the movie couldn't get the rights to Devil at the Crossroads because the writer wouldn't allow it. So they went to the band, local band that was in this scene, which was in Queens, where he's not Mike, but Keanu Reeves is dancing with Charlize Theron, and they're singing the song "Show Me Your Tattoo." Coolest thing in the world. Mike now is the front man. He's in the first chair with Mike Nugent and the Blue Moon Band, and he's curated a really great band, and I want to tell you a little bit about them. Diane Lotney is the vocalist to the side in this, backup singer. A great musician, vocalist on her own right with her own band as well. She used to be, among other things, one of the backup singers for Dr. John. It was Diane's idea to do the Tiny Desk thing. Thanks, Diane. Next to Diane, you'll see John Cardone. John Cardone is a sound engineer and a bass player, sound engineering design, from what I recall. He plays in many different bands, the Blue Moon Band, of course, but also Sailing Shoes, a tribute band that's well-known, tribute band to Little Feat. Next to John, you'll see a drummer, Kevin Austin, fantastic guy. Man, he brings such great joy. You'll see his smile in the video. To his right is Mark Mancini, a great keyboard player. Mark plays in all sorts of band. I do want to highlight he plays in the Joni Project. He's featured well in that. I saw them at the Argyle Theater in Babylon. Fantastic. And he adds nice spice to the music. Off to his right, you'll see Jimmy Fleming. Jimmy Fleming, amazing musician, multi-instrumentalist, fiddle player, mandolin, number of things. He's in the Electrics, the Grateful Dead cover band. He is now also in South Carolina. So for people from South Carolina, check out Jimmy Fleming. You're really going to enjoy his art. And it's all rounded by the front man, Mike Nugent, who wrote this original song. You'll also see links to Mike's other music on Spotify below. And hey, why don't you do this? For those who know Mike Nugent or any of the members of the band, I'd love you to leave a comment, tell me what you think. I want you to stick around to the end, because in the end, there's going to be a video that pops up, which is the Tiny Desk submission. And I want to know what you think. We put it together within 2 weeks. I'm no expert, setting low expectations here. But I think it's a great idea for musicians to get their name and music out there. You can't be a signed artist. So I love that it's really for the up-and-coming artists out there, the ones who have not been recognized properly for their great art. I'm a big lover of live music. We're here to support local musicians, and we interview them here on the Long Island Sound podcast. So just a quick review. You can't be a signed artist. Video has to be less than 10 minutes. I think you have like another 3 weeks to do it, but you'll see the link to NPR's submission process. Go through those rules. I think that's important. And, check out the next video that's popping up right there. And as I say, be generous with your joy, keep your spirits high, and let the music take you on a journey. I'm Steve Yusko, the Long Island Sound. Be well.